Travel with me in space and in time. Travel with me to the USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, Russia, at the time of Joe Stalin, the dictator who held everybody in his iron grip. And he did this with his secret police, the NKVD, the KGB, and they were fed all the information about counter-revolutionaries by commissars. Commissars were really chivatos. They were really grass. They would point the finger and say, oh, that person is counter-revolutionary. And the KGB would come and you'd go to the Lubyanka and from there to the Gulag and probably come back 60 years later or whatever. But in all this, there is humanity. And this is a real story. I've used poetic license for it. For you tonight, the Commissar. Siberia, home of eternal cold. It was the 5th cruel winter after the previous 4. Siberia, land of eternal frost. In a small village of the Soviet lost, people sat huddled, waiting for the thaw. Ivan had cut as much firewood as he could. Few trees had survived, few bushes too. Few fences through which the wind blew. Still few of the living peasants deprived. A knock on the door. A girl of 10, self-assured. It was the Commissar's daughter, radiant as if bathed in holy water, and beyond her years, matured. My father, the Commissar, wants double the rations of the firewood left. But what of the others? Asked Ivan. Sisters, brothers, and mothers, a bundle each, only more would be theft. My father is the Commissar, the girl imperiously stated. Sadly, Ivan understood, gave her 2 bundles for his own good, despite the anger such action dictated. The night arrived, fast and black. The snow fell heavier on this frigid zone. All the villagers had collected their wood, but Ivan and his family in the cold stood, for he had even given away his own. A knock on the door. The same girl there stood. My father, the Commissar, sent this. Ivan looked up from his frozen abyss as she offered a bundle of firewood. My father, the Commissar, knows you well. You share the same mother, beyond politics, blood holds true. He thought you'd give away your own and stay cold, because he knows your heart is solid gold. So he ordered double, just to save one for you. Thank you. Thank you. Spanish you don't want. Oh, God. Tell you what. 3 years ago, I went for the usual checkup, probably go with trepidation, and the results were not good. In fact, the results of the tests that I had gone were pretty dismal. It refocuses your life. My body doesn't agree with me, but I think I'm still around 38 or 39. Here. And your body tells you, Dave, the mechanics are gone. So I had to refocus, I had to rethink what's going to happen with my family, my children. And as it happens in my life, whenever I go through crisis, a sad time, I write poetry. For you, One Way Street. Now that we know, what is it you see? How do you feel inside, despite your smile, sunny and wide? Have you already buried me? I am finally discarding all that no longer means much. Amazing, so many things, whether for commoners or kings. I need to offload, I'm in a rush. Oh yes, I'm told there is hope. Maybe yes, maybe no. Do I really want to stay? For how long? A year, a month, a day? Do I want to go? All stories end, some sooner, some later. Mine is not that nice. Burnt by my own fires, frozen by my own ice. Is the pains I've caused the only common denominator? There is no forever. Not in money, love, or hate. Not in pain, not in joy. I am but life's discarded toy. I have reached my best before date. Regrets? Too many to count. Mostly to those who are close. Yes, some personal ambition, not realized, no fruition, but no time. It is the moment to foreclose. Am I ready to meet my maker? Is anyone ever complete to face him while so naked and deplete? But I have no choice. Life is a one-way street. Thank you. My last contribution tonight is one I have never recited. I'm doing it tonight because it's time that the words were heard. But also, tomorrow is Mother's Day. One thing we have in common, we all came from mothers. My mother was born in the year 1913, and she left us in the year 2013. And she was, thank God, totally there, mentally, completely clear. And 3 days before she died, she called me and we had a talk, and these are her words. I hope you can appreciate them, thinking of your own mothers. May they live double as much as mine did. Let me just